Hi everyone, welcome to this crochet tutorial for a Wednesday checkered vest in season 1 episode 5. In this tutorial, I will show you how to make a vest in black and white. But if you try different color combinations, it will be great for daily looks for this spring and summer. Let's get started. For this project, you will need some light fingering weight yarn in 2 colors. This is how many balls of yarn I have used for small, medium, and medium large sizes. I used these 2 yarn from Isager or Isager Highland wool from Peru. I used E0 color for white and chocolate color for the darker color. I used a 3.5mm crochet hook for this, stitch markers, scissors, and tapestry needle to connect this. It's a black and white checkered pattern with a black stripe. You can use a different color combination as you wish. I like the chocolate color, it is a bit lighter than black and white, but stylish as well. We'll make separate pieces and assemble them together later. I made these checkered boxes with double crochet and striped with single crochet to make these 2 patterns have more contrast. I kept bringing opposite color of the yarn over the checkered boxes. I really like this way since it will bring a unique look and show Wednesday's character and story in this pattern. I also made a pattern and you can find it in the description below. It has written instruction and alpha pattern in it. This video will help you to understand and how to follow more easily. In this video, I'm making small medium size, but I will keep mentioning the differences with medium large. Let's get started with the shoulder patterns. The reason why I started with this one is it is great to practice the checkered pattern and easy to measure overall size of the vest. Now you're going to bring your black yarn and make 20 chains. Pull your hook towards you and around, and pull over the yarn into the loop 20 times. For medium large, we need 22 chains. Keep the same tense and work on it. After 20 chains, raise your yarn up to about twice the height. I'm gonna hold this loop right here with my finger. Pull your hook towards you and around. I will show you again. You can go with 3 chains and double crochet in chain 4 like I mentioned on the pattern, but this will look better when you have multiple lines. Pull your hook towards you and around. Yarn over and draw through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through. Don't worry about the losing loop. It looks better if you can move around the needle or tap with your finger, but it will be hidden anyway when you double crochet the next row. And this has a clear V shape, so it will be easier to find the first stitch when you work on the next row. So let's double crochet in the next stitch. For small medium, which is I'm working on, has 10 double crochet per 1 checkered box. Medium large has 11. Now it is 10th stitch. Of course, medium large will be 11th stitch. For here, you need to introduce the new yarn. To do that, do not complete the double crochet. We are going to bring on white yarn and complete the stitch. And now the white yarn is on your hook, and we're going to double crochet 10 times for small medium, 11 times for medium large. Work over the top of the tail and carry the black yarn with you. Remember, we will always working over the top of the opposite color of the yarn. Keep working on double crochet on remained chains. At the last stitch, you need to bring the opposite color yarn to the top. To do that, before you complete the double crochet, bring your black yarn on the top of the hook and complete the stitch. Now the black yarn has been followed to the top. This is how it looks when you finish the first row. Flip the panel and keep working on it. Same start, make your loop twice of the height. Hold this loop right there with your finger. Pull your hook towards you and around. Yarn over. Be careful with the tail. And draw through. And keep pushing the yarn with your finger. Yarn over and draw through. Yarn over, draw through. Keep working on double crochet. You already have one stitch, so 9 more times for small medium, 10 more times for medium large. On the last stitch of the white box, let's change the color to black like we did at the first row. Before finishing the double crochet, complete with the black yarn, like this. Bring the black yarn and complete the stitch. Now we have the black loop on the hook. 10 more times double crochet for the small medium, 11 times for medium large size. The last stitch, bring the opposite color of the yarn for the next row. Before completing the stitch, just put the yarn over the hook and complete the stitch. For this row, we are starting from black, but all the methodologies will be same. Make your loop twice of the height. Hold this rope right there in your finger. Pull your hook toward you and around. Yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through, and yarn over, draw through. Now 9 more times for small medium, 10 more times for medium large. Keep working on the double crochet. On the last stitch of the black box, let's change the color to the white. Before finishing the double crochet, introduce the white yarn and complete the stitch. 10 more double crochet for small medium, 11 for medium large. Keep working on it. At the last stitch, bring the opposite color of the yarn for the next row. Before completing the stitch, just put the yarn over the hook and complete the stitch. Like this. Now we're gonna repeat this until you have 5 rows for small medium, 6 rows for medium large. Just don't forget to count your stitches. Now you have about to have 1 pair of checkered boxes. You need to change the color of your yarn to start the next pair of the checkered box. At the last stitch, you can simply complete the stitch with the opposite color of yarn, not the white. Now you're gonna use the black yarn to complete this stitch. Stretch the panel to organize the inside of the yarn. As you can see, 5 rows for the small medium. Medium large, we need 6 rows for this. Everything is the same as the other rows. Double the height, pull your hook towards you and around. Yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through. And regular double crochet 9 more times for small medium, 10 more times for medium large. At the last stitch of the black box, before the complete the stitch, introduce the white yarn and complete it. Keep working on the double crochet 10 times for small medium, 11 times for medium large. Like we have done in the other row, at the last stitch, don't complete the double crochet. Put the opposite color on the hook and complete the stitch. Keep working on it until you have 34 pairs of checkered boxes. This is the final one. Now you can see 34 pairs of checkered box for the front and back. You need 2 of them. Now we are working on the front panel with the neckline. I will skip how to make the checkered boxes because it's repeated. We need 12 pairs of the checkered boxes and make the neckline. We will keep bringing the opposite color of the yarn to make consistency with the other boxes. As you can see on this alpha pattern, we need 4 stitches and decrease 1 stitch per row. Let's finish 4 stitches for this first row. On this row, 10 double crochet for small and medium, 11 for medium and large. On the second row, double crochet together for the first stitch because we are starting from the middle of the V shape. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, double crochet on the next stitch. So once you have 4 loops, make it as 3 as you draw through or 3 loops. Now you decrease 1 stitch and it counts as 1 stitch. We work our way across the regular double crochet, and whenever we get back to the center of the V neckline, decrease 1 stitch per row. On the next row, just do the regular double crochet until you have last 2 stitches. So this is just the first one. As usual, we can just work on it. On the last 2 stitches, don't complete the double crochet. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, go to the next stitch and double crochet from there. And once you have 3 loops on the hook, put your opposite color on your hook and finish the stitches. Flip the panels, and we are starting from the V shape, so we're gonna double crochet together at the first place. Regularly start like we promised, and before you finish, go to the next stitch and double crochet together. Rest of the stitch will be just a regular double crochet, so just to keep working on it. It will have less stitches than before, so you can finish this panel earlier than you expected. Flip the panel and keep working on the double crochet until you have 2 stitches left. So 1, 2, just to keep stretching the panel so that you can organize the yarn inside of it. Now you're gonna have 2 last stitches, so double crochet together for this one. Once you have 2 loops, go to the next stitch to the double crochet, make it as 3 as a draw through. Now you already finished the 5 row for small medium, so you're gonna introduce the new color of the yarn, which is the white this time. Flip it and work on the same methodology that we did in the other rows. We are starting from the V neckline, so we're gonna double crochet together with the next stitch. Once you have 3, draw through everything and regular double crochet for remaining stitches. Keep working on the double crochet until the end. Don't forget to bring the black yarn to the top. Now flip the panel and work on the next row. This is starting from the end, so regular double crochet until 2 stitches left. It will get easier as you're going more on the top. Three. And now you're gonna have last 2 stitches, so double crochet together. And the last one, once you have 4, make it as 3 as a draw through. Don't forget the black yarn to go on the top. Now flip the panel. We are starting from the V neckline, so double crochet together at the first place. Once you have 2 loops on the hook, double crochet the next stitch. Make sure you have 4 of them, draw through and make it 3, draw through, make it as 1. Double crochet regularly for the remaining stitches. Now you only have few remains, so it'll be easier for you to finish this row. Don't forget to bring the black yarn to the top. Now we are almost done, just 2 more rows to go. So organize the yarn as I stretch the panel and flip it. The first 2 stitches just a regular double crochet. Now we're gonna have last 2 stitches to double crochet together. 1 and the last one, double crochet together. Don't forget the black yarn to bring it up. Now we're gonna flip this one and work on the last row. So we're gonna double crochet together from the first place. So we're gonna have 3 loops on the hook, draw through everything. And the last one will be just a regular double crochet. That's it. So that's it for this front center panel with the neckline. As you can see, there's a 5 rows for the small medium. We need 6 rows for the medium large. Cut the yarn and pull the yarn to finish it, so we can just organize those tails later when we just weave with the tapestry needle. Now we need to work on the other side. Make a loop on the first stitch with the white yarn and keep working on the exactly same methodology we did for the other side. I'm not gonna talk about this one, we can just keep working on exactly same methodology that we did before. And now that all the checkered panels are done, front side and back side, tie the yarn to finish later, and we are gonna work on the black stripe with the single crochet. For the black panels, we are going to do single crochet. It is quite easier than checkered boxes. Make 15 chains for small medium or 17 for medium large. Add additional chain and single crochet in chain 2. For someone who doesn't know how to single crochet, insert your hook into the chain, like just grab one of the strand, which is the mounting we can call, and then yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through. So I'm gonna show you again. Yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through. So 1, 2. It's quite easier than double crochet. Just to keep working on it. I know it's just hard for the first row, but I promise second row or third row will be getting easier. Okay, now I'm going to place my last single crochet. Don't place that in your knot, just on the last chain. So push the hook through, yarn over, draw through, and yarn over, draw through. This is how it looks like when you finish the first row. Make sure to count you have the correct number of the crochet. To start the second row, make the 1 chain and turn around the panel. Find the first 2 strands and single crochet. Draw through, yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through. Keep working on it. So as I mentioned, 15 for small medium, 17 for medium large. It is pretty narrow, so it's kind of fun. You can make it easily and quickly. On the last stitch, finish the single crochet and add additional chain, then clip the panel. Then keep working on the single crochet. I know it is kind of challenging because the panels keep rolling, but later it's gonna be stretched, so don't worry about it. As you can see, small medium needs 12 rows for the length of the one checkered box. For medium large, it will be 14 rows. But I wanted to tell you, you don't need to count the row. Just to keep working on it and keep comparing the 17 pairs of the checkered boxes. Once you reach the same length, just to finish it. Now we are working on the front black panels. We need 2 of this. I will skip how to single crochet. It's the same. Make the 15 chains for small medium and 17 for medium large. We need the same length as the 14 pairs of the checkered boxes and make the neckline. Bring the front checkered boxes with the neckline you made and compare with them. Once you reach the same length, decrease the 1 stitch per 2 rows to make the neckline. Like we did for the front checkered boxes, just to decrease the stitch when you're reaching the V neckline. Decrease 1 stitch on the first row. So for this case, we are starting from the V neckline, so we're gonna single crochet together for the first stitch and second stitch. Now you already decreased 1 stitch, so just to keep working on the regular single crochet for the rest of the stitches. As I mentioned, just to decrease 1 stitch per 2 rows. So for the next row, we're gonna do just a regular single crochet for the row. So keep working on the single crochet. Don't worry about the V neckline, just keep working on the single crochet regularly. this is the last stitch for the row. So as you can see, now it's time to decrease the one stitch. Since we are starting from the neckline, we're gonna decrease one stitch, single crochet together. So decrease the one stitch on this row, just single crochet for the next row. Keep repeating this until you have one stitch left and finish it. And now this is how it looks like. Bring your front panel and try to see how the neckline would be. We need two of these panels. As you can see, for me, I connected the panels with the stitching markers to make them easy to assemble later. This is quite optional, so if you don't have stitching markers, it's okay not to do this. Now the last part. This is kind of wide panel, but great to adjust the size. It has more freedom if you want to change the width of your vest. Please ensure we fold this panel and connect it with the front and back panels. We are going to make 55 chains for small medium and 61 chains for medium large. These are quite long chains and they will keep rolling up. Because of yarn's character, you cannot do anything with that. Just ignore it and keep working on it. One thing you need to keep in mind is keep using the same strength to create this chain. This is how long it will be with the 55 chains. Medium large will have longer panel since you have 61 stitches. Add additional chain and working on the single crochet on the second chain over there. Grab the mountain, just one strand, single crochet from there. Keep working on single crochet until you have them as the same length as 10 pairs of checkered boxes. It will be a long journey, but it will be worth it. Don't mind the panels keep rolling, it will be stretched later on, so just keep working on it. Now we are about to finish the plain part. Same length as 10 pairs of the checkered boxes that I mentioned. We are going to create curves for armhole now. I know the panels keep rolling, as I mentioned it will be okay when we assemble the part. Think about we are folding this, so we need to work on the half curve first. So single crochet 27 for small medium, 30 for medium large size. We are going to decrease 2 stitches per row. So whenever you reach the U armhole, decrease the 2 stitches, which means keep working on the single crochet until you have 4 stitches left and single crochet together 2 times. Just keep working on it. And now 4 stitches remain, so single crochet together and another single crochet together. So total 2 times, so you decrease the 2 stitches for that. So now you've just finished the first row. Chain 1 for the second row. As you can see, you are near U armhole now, and you are going to single crochet together from the first stitch. Single crochet together for the first one, and single crochet together for the second one. One, and next stitch, single crochet together. Now you can see the sharp curve starting from here. Keep single crochet for remaining stitches. Keep decreasing 2 stitches whenever you're reaching the U line until you have 1 stitch left and finish it. This is the half of the curve. Do the same on the right side. At the first stitch, make a loop and chain 1. Keep decreasing 2 stitches per row like we worked on the other side. We're gonna keep working on it until we have 1 stitch left. This is final look. We'll fold in half and connect with the checkered pattern we made in first step. We need 2 of this. Now it's the fun part. Connect all the pieces with the tapestry needle. Measure the length of the yarn like 1.5 times longer for the panels to connect. Like this, grab the yarn and cut it out. Thread the tapestry needle with the black yarn and stitch the panels together the invisible way. I usually stitch together the strands on the side. Usually 2 stitches for double crochet and 1 stitch for single crochet. And this is the final look. Now we will make a seamless neckline, armholes, and bottom using black yarn. So single crochet along 4 rows for the neckline and armholes and 2 rows for the bottom so that you can have nice finished edge. Start from anywhere at your convenience. Skip the stitch of single crochet depending on your panel edge. Carry over the tail so that you can hide and finish them together. Okay, here the final stitch. Slip the stitch like this, pull over everything, and now cut the yarn to finish it, and pull all the yarn and make a tail like this. Remove the stitch marker if you have. Try to hide this tail using your tapestry needle or hook. And here you go, it looks nice and clean. Weave in all ends using tapestry needle or hooks and finish everything. And we made it. We've just finished our Wednesday crochet vest and it looks stunning. This is my version of the vest and I hope you enjoy making together.